There we go. So this is RPCS3 0.022, and this is the game I'm going to let's try today. Do not link copies to games down below in the comments or ask for it. Emulators are legal, but you need to make your own copies, and you are many ways to find how to do that on the internet. So, you know, there are many bad bots on YouTube spreading bad links. So a good rule is to, on YouTube, don't click links, only Google like names and stuff like that, and you know, so you can be a little bit safer. So just a heads up for anyone. But yeah, so I wanted to show my configuration because this game is very prone to crashing. The Last of Us. It even says that on the RPCS3 wiki. So this should be pretty standard. I think it's pretty default. Don't think anything here is really crazy. I haven't really tweaked things. But here, so let me see this. If you don't have an Intel CPU and you know you can't enable this one, you should go in and enable accurate RSX reservation access. Apparently, according to the wiki, to prevent problems with these games. Also, they recommended to enable read color buffers. Don't remember exactly why, but that should be enabled. Also, they said to tweak driver wake up delay, go from 200 to 400 to try. I'm at 400. That works fine for me. And let's see, audio should be default. This is nothing that I tweaked to be stability for the game. Nothing here. This should be pretty much default also. Here on the other hand, I did enable frame limit. That seems to fix stuff. Maybe we should try auto. I want to see if it crashes. If it crashes, I'm gonna change it to 60. But most likely you want this to be 60. And also found that VSync seemed to stabilize the game in many ways. And for me, also enable these two options. But this, if you read it, you should not have enable this if you don't have a CPU that has, you know, many threads. So at least 8 to 12 thread, you know, CPU. My Ryzen 5600X that has 6 cores and 12 threads seems to handle this fine. So, but this might be something that you could enable for stability. Also, this one I did enable. It should, you know, can improve performance and stuff like that, but you need a better GPU. My GPU is RTX 3070, and it should handle that fine. I'm going to have my performance overlay up, and my GPU is never even close to being maxed out. Now, this one is default is 16 by 16, and if you want to upscale the game, you should change this to 1, and you can change this scaling up, and then you need to apply a patch. I'm going to show the patches in a second. But if you're not going to, you know, upscale, use the upscaling patch, leave this at 100%, this at 720p, then you can leave this at 16 by 16. But I'm going to use upscaling, so I'm going to use 1 to 1. This do affect performance, even though my GPU isn't fully maxed out, but it was hard to tell exactly if it was like a high impact or if it was just like 2 to 5 frames or something. So the crispness is what I'm gonna go for right now. I guess just for a little bit more stability and performance, I'm gonna go for 1440p right now. It adds a nice crispness, but it's gonna be a little bit more easier on the GPU and everything. So Vulkan OpenGL did not seem to work for me. This should be obviously most likely widescreen default. You can use this on auto. If you have like a 2080 or 2070, 2060, probably you can use the 8 to 16. Let's turn that to 8. I can't really tell the difference between 8 and 16 anyway, so this should be the default, I believe, but I don't know. Approximate fast seems to be pretty good for me. If you get crashes, you can go to precise lowest, try it. If you like some upscaling, you can use this one. It will sharpen it a little bit, might add a little bit of glitches or something. It does, you have the sharpening. It's both nice and not nice. I'm gonna leave it off just for, I know, I don't mind a little bit of softer image, and it will be easier on YouTube's compression and will be easier to record. It will look nicer if it is a little bit fussier anyway, so. But you can definitely enable this one. And if you have like 2060 or higher, it probably shouldn't be a noticeable difference, really not that high of an impact. Could help with performance if you use like 1080p and that. I'm also not 100% sure exactly how it's being applied. I don't know if this one has any impact if you enable this or not, so I'm gonna leave it like this. And let's show the patches. We're gonna save this one. Manage game patches. All right, The Last of Us. So this obviously should not be self-explanatory. If you know you need it, you can try it. Just enable this. I'm not sure why, what it does. I don't really feel I need the debug menu, so. Oh yeah. Did enable this. Not exactly sure what it does. Also this one, not 100% sure. I don't like bloom, so I disable the blooming. Don't like camera shake, so I disable the camera shake. This should be personal preference. Also disable depth of field. I did enable all of this again, and it didn't seem to affect performance. So this is, these three are definitely more of personal preference. This is for the upscaling to work. Since I want that, I'm gonna disable the built-in MLA, enable this, apply this patch. Not sure what this does. I did enable this one. I don't like motion blur. This should be a personal preference. Didn't seem to affect the image quality, that much. It can be nice if you to smoothen out movement, so you might want to have this enabled. Let's do this just for the easeability of recording. Let's enable a little bit of a motion smoothing. I want SSAO, so I'm not gonna enable this patch. This should give you some performance. Could, as it said, affect some lightning, but I think I need performance for this game. It's very heavy, so I'm gonna enable this patch. Also this one. And since I'm gonna use a Steam controller for this, I think this is good to have enabled. Did enable this, since it seems to, I need the speed boost, but you might, if you get many crashes or weird stuff, disable this. Don't use this patch. You should probably stay away from this unless you know what you're really doing. I won't unlock FPS, but this will cause, and very, very likely cause problems. We're gonna just try if I can get this running. Otherwise, I'm gonna tweak a few settings and then we're gonna get back to it. So save and launch. Since I've changed some settings, it need to recompile stuff. You can see my camera is lagging because this is utilizing all of my computer's performance. But it's fine. It's to make everything go as quick as possible, so. And here we go, The Last of Us. First time playing here for me. Let's try. I've watched a little bit of it. I really would like to try this one. I'm gonna go for easy because I want the atmosphere. I don't like crafting. I hope that going easy will minimize that. I would like to do like a playthrough of this just, you know, for the atmosphere. I think it's a shame that this game hasn't been easy ported by now. Really would do really well on mouse and keyboard and full like Steam controller support there. Looks really nice here. Obviously you can see my RTX is being utilized, but it's not being maxed out. We're gonna do a new game from the start, easy. Gonna overwrite. But the cutscene seems to be very choppy, unfortunately. And no idea how to fix that. Maybe the unlock FPS is the problem there or something. Or just in generally that they are, you know, very difficult to emulate. This is like PlayStation 3, this emulator is amazing for what it can do, so. But you can see my RTX is not the problem here. My GPU's VRAM is not a problem. My system memory is not a problem. My CPU seems pretty fine here, so the stuttering is something else. It's not the performance that should be causing this stuttering.
He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job. I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning.
It's a very nice visual here in the 1440p, so.
Hey.
Scoot.
I'm gonna let this run to see if it crashes, just to show off the...
What are you still doing up? It's late.
God,
If
what
it works,
time is
I might
It's
do
way
start
past
a
your
let's
bedtime.
play to see how I feel about the game.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have
I have
time
seen
for
this cutscene, so
it? Here.
it's a very, very,
What's this?
very
Birthday?
nice story game here. Atmospheric and still visual, I feel, holds up very nicely.
You kept complaining about your broken watch. So I figured, you know. You like it?
Honey, this is...
If you haven't a
nice,
quick
but
GPU, I recommend running this
I
in
think it's
upscaling
it's not...
What?
to
No.
1080p and try and, you know, enable the FSR to see if
Where'd you
that
get the
might
money
be
for
a
this?
better image for
Drugs.
you.
I sell
That will
hardcore
keep
drugs.
less load on your
Start helping
GPU,
out with
but
the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
my RTX 3070, you know, 25, 30% should be no problem. Stuttering is should not be my computer, but just, you know, how the complicated it is for the emulator to handle it. It's saying that it's running at 60 frames, but that is not true. It's not 60 frames. So. There we go. No graphical glitches so far. Looks really nice. Such a nice aesthetic game here.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Uncle Tommy? Hello?
Animation are a little bit stiff, but it's pretty nice overall. And this is very heavy scene here with the reflection, but it looks
What
no
was that?
graphical glitches here that I can tell at least. And it's runnable, 25-30 frames, but you want over 30 frames, you know. So it looks really visually nice, everything here.
Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this
So
to
I
him.
believe that the unlock FPS, what it does, it allows the game to go above 30 frames. So nice little touches. Yeah, as soon as you get over 30 frames, this game runs amazing. Really nice. And with the Steam controller is very nice because the trackpad, the aiming is so much better than the dual stick thing, and also the gyro for aiming. I would not play this game with the traditional dual stick, dual analog stick. That's not for me. So really fascinated how good this emulation and emulator is. So far it's running absolutely very nice here. So just hovering around the 30 frames here, so it's very playable. It's going to drop, I know, sooner here. Admittance spikes at area hospital. Oh yeah, but it is prone to crashing. Oh, here it's stuttering a lot.
Daddy?
I hope the saving version might do some excessive saving. It crash, you can recover. Yeah, very, very playable frame rate here.
You in here?
Seem to be somehow connected to the nationwide
Where the heck
pandemic.
are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted
So
with
the patch should
infection
affect the
show signs of
lightning.
aggression and
But I don't really notice what lightning is missing here since I haven't played this on the original hardware, so whoa. Ooh. Looks fine. I don't have...
Dad?
Oh, that's what that's one, okay. Okay, that's nice, okay. Let's keep on going here. Yeah, very, very still atmosphere here. The visual quality here for a PlayStation 3 game is very nice, and with the emulators upscaling, it looks so nice. Probably gonna keep this at 1440p. It's probably a nice balance between the performance and the crispness. There you can see I would like higher quality on the door. It's a little bit of quite a nice high anti-aliasing problem there.
There's a
Glitch or
stone.
something. Where? Oh, there we go.
8 missed calls. Where the hell are you? Call me on my way.
When it dips, you know, below 28 something, 25, that's when it's, you know, you really wish you had more better hardware. I'm guessing this runs hopefully better on the original PlayStation 3, that you get like 30 frames at least as a minimum.
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just
Because as soon as it
stand
hits
back there.
30 frames here, it's
Dad,
fine.
you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's playable. I would like at least 60, but it's fine.
something right
For the
with my-
visual.
I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Whoa.
Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
Such a powerful intro. Okay, here it's crashing.
Sarah,
Some this morning.
So I'm gonna
there is something
change
I
the
do
settings to see if it works.
Do you
Let me...
understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna just change the setting here. Change custom configuration. So I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna change that one back. Probably could go with the 30 if you want just a super smooth one. I think this is okay. I guess we could do that to show that one off. Yeah, it is the crashing that is the problem. I didn't change anything here, right? Save. Well, let's keep this one in since it was running pretty good anyway, so it's probably this one that we need to could cause problem. Game may crash above 500 FPS. Let's just try it again to see how far we can get here. And how it looks with a little bit of a blooming here and no motion blur and FSR. Let's see if we can progress a little bit longer. But yeah, this is the biggest problem here, unfortunately. It's prone to crashing and no real fix for it that I know of. If you know anyone, please. This kind of setting is what I found to be the most stable for me. But if you have any tip or settings to tweak, open for it, I'm gonna try to do some more research to see if I can figure out what is causing problems. But the only quick fix I know is to try to save every like 2 minutes. Not a good fix. It looks really, really nice, so. And the motion blur might have helped with, you know, making the game look smoother, so. I have gotten past this prologue, so I know that it's possible. I'm not sure if there was some kind of settings that I've changed. I think it was this one, that I ran it like this. I'm not 100% sure exactly what. Trying to think of... well, the bloom was disabled, but I'm trying to think of what if it was any other settings than the frame time limit that I've changed to make it more stable or not. I don't think so. Let's see if it crashed on the same place or not. But it is definitely very, very... like, I did progress past this and it was pretty stable. I didn't really have any like weird crashes like this, so... okay, it's saved here. Let's see if it crashes again or not.
You shot
I did try to skip as many...
something this morning.
Listen to me. There is something bad going on.
like as many
You've
cutscenes
got
as
to get
possible,
me here.
but...
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on. Come on.
Where the hell you been? You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got
audio. I'm gonna turn that one down. Right, SFX, music down. Speed should be good and movie should be good.
some notion.
Holy shit. You got blood all over you.
It ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
This ain't half the people in the city lost their minds.
Can we just please go?
Some sort of parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later.
Hey, Sarah. How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine. Can we hear what's on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
No cell phone, no radio. Yeah, we're doing great.
I like the intro that it combined you being able to control and then some, you know, like things like this. You have a little bit of control, but
No getting into Travis County.
We need to get the hell out. Take 71.
71, that's where I'm headed.
ooh, but it's not 100% control here, but it's fine. I like this style of intro to a game.
Tommy.
The worst intros to games are where, you know, you're forced to just watch scenes where you can do nothing for like 10 minutes.
Christ, how did this happen?
Looks really
got no
nice
clue.
so far.
We ain't the only
Reasonable.
town. First they're saying it's just the south.
Frames.
Now they're going on about the east coast, the west coast.
20 frames. Ooh. I gotta look up like to see how this run on the original hardware to see if it's...
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
That's right.
See what they need.
What do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
I got a kid, Joel.
So do we.
But we have room.
Hey!
You save. I'm gonna try to just excessive saving just if
Stop!
crash here, but
You ain't seen what I seen.
I wonder if it is the frame limit that makes a difference. It shouldn't be since I haven't hit anything above 60 anyway, so. I would like to disable VSync to maximize performance. I don't know how big of impact, but it
Good. Just backtracking.
did seem to cause a little bit of crashing, so. Whoa! Holy shit.
Tommy!
Holy shit! What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened?
We're just around the playable range here. 30 FPS. Ooh, yeah.
People move.
Oh my god.
From?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
8.
We can't stop.
My CPU definitely are really close to the edge here, so
Hold on!
94, 95. So it probably, you know, it's probably CPU that is limiting the performance. Whoa. Most likely CPU single thread performance here, limiting the emulator. My GPU now at 50% should not be the problem.
Hey.
Definitely a powerful intro. But I've seen it, that's why I'm kinda like talking here, trying to get points out of the way. Ooh, you son of a bitch. Get up, because Mickey loves you. Ooh.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
We're gonna need to run.
That's safe. Come on, baby. Now hold on tight.
Me do excessive saving to be safe here. Oh god, this is not playable. Oof. This is not running. Yeah. Most likely my CPU causing problem here. Looks really nice, but the performance obviously are terrible.
Those people are on fire.
Keep looking at me, baby.
I hope the performance will improve a little bit more later on. FSR though is pretty nice. It do sharpen the image up here. So.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise. Get back! Get back! There's too many of them! This way! Through the alley!
Alright, oh, there we go. Ah, now it's starting. Here we can play again. Whoa.
Jesus. God damn it. We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
It's interesting watching my system RAM. It just keeps ticking up. I wonder if there's a memory leak or something. No, there it went down a little bit. Not a problem, I have a lot of system memory, so.
Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him! I will meet you there! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
Very nice,
He's gonna be fine.
such a powerful intro here to the game.
We're almost there.
Nice with a little bit of control for yourself and then, you know, fix the view.
It's okay, baby.
It's saying 60 frames, but it's not 60
We need help.
frames here.
It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken. Stop right there! Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians in the outer perimeter.
I can hear my computer
Daddy, what about Uncle
and I'm relaxing, so the stuttering here is just
Sir,
something with, you know, RPCS3 and how it handles it.
yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need...
Oh shit. Oh!
Please don't. Oh no. Sarah. Move your hand.
Such a crazy intro to a game.
Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts.
So yeah, seems pretty stable at least with these settings. So I'm gonna show my settings again at the end here.
Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on.
Do wanna play to one more area where I had a crash previously to see how it runs now.
Please. Please. Please don't. Please.
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of
Crazy
bodies
intro to a game.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
Summer of 1969, what was it? The song there, bro. Ryan Adams, right? Yeah, here this looks smooth-ish, alright.
I'm coming.
How was your morning?
Yeah, it's a shame that the cutscenes here are
Want one?
No.
stuttering.
Want one.
Yeah. Probably difficult to emulate, so.
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these 2 assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that. Are these assholes still with us?
That's funny.
At least find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Our Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No. He's not smart enough.
I do know that the audio is a bit low for the game, so if I'm doing a playthrough, I will increase the audio.
Old warehouse in Area 5.
Or if I
Can't say
try
how
to
long.
see if I can get a let's play going for this.
Oh, I can do now.
Feels right now it's been stable for a while, so would be nice to just get a feel for this game's atmosphere and story, first-hand experience here. So I just watched bits here and there. So
The checkpoint's still open.
Only got a few hours left until curfew.
Well, we better hurry up then.
let me try to see if I can. I don't think I want that, so I'm gonna disable it. This won't take effects right now. But let's see if I can do... just to make sure if I can maybe get a little bit better balanced audio for you guys. So the FSR setting should not take effect right now, so it's just, I don't think I want that.
Serve the damn papers this morning. I've been selected for outside work duty.
The sharpening and that, I don't really feel that I need it for this game.
I'll make sure to tell them
It's decent, you know, 30 frames. It's more than good enough here. No, not more than good, but it's good enough. So it drops a little bit, but
Compliance with all city personnel is mandatory.
Look at that. Ration line hasn't opened yet. It must be running low again.
very nice. Such a nice vibe here for, not nice, but very good aesthetic here. Feel. So, the most important thing is going to be what frames, you know, I'll get during combat, because I will need much closer to 30 frames or higher for the combat to work.
Hands on your fucking head. Do it. Alright, scan.
Trying to match her speed here, a little bit
Seems
challenging,
like
but
more people are getting infected.
That just means more people.
ooh, here the performance is taxing heavy.
Where's Mark at? He didn't hear. They caught him trying to use fake ration cards. Jesus. What'd they do?
I got us all new papers. They shouldn't give us any static up there. Just play cool.
Drive on through.
Let's go and talk to this. As I said, I want to get to a point where the game crashed previously to see if it is reoccurring or not.
What's your business here?
Got the day off.
Visiting a friend. All right, move on through. Thanks.
Jeez.
Close it up! Firefly! Fucking shoot! They're running! Come on.
Alright, there we go.
Surrounding area immediately.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Attention. Checkpoint 5 is now closed.
Seems like the audio is better balanced now here, so.
Civilians must clear the surrounding area.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, all right?
Why am I crouching while playing it?
They're gonna close all the checkpoints.
Right, let's save crazy for fun.
We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Oh, it's so nice when the game runs at this nice frame rate here. Nicer.
Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene? What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
With
Well, what
this
did you tell her?
The truth.
small like shader compilation, no stuttering here.
stay out of trouble,
Such a
right?
great
Military's gonna be
emulator
out in
here.
force soon.
Amazing job.
See you around.
So if it is more stable and I start playthrough, obviously it will not be
Marlene looking for Robert?
me commenting
think of that?
about,
I don't
you know,
know.
the technical stuff.
You better find
Just
him before
focusing
the
on the
fireflies
story
do.
then.
This is us.
Okay, let's save it because we are at the point where it did
Guys,
crash
how's it going?
one time for me. So
Shit's stirring up out there. How we
let's see
looking
if it
over here?
crashes here for
It's
us.
been quiet. No signs of military or infected.
That's what I like to hear. Joel, give me a hand with this.
So many small details
easy out
all over the place. Here is where it crashed.
Oh, God, this place reeks. I need to watch what they throw away down here.
Pretty dark. This could be where the like the vertex lightning isn't working correctly with the patch. Looks though very nice, so I am not like visual quality, no problems at all that I've really seen here.
Our backpacks are still here from last time.
Not a lot of ammo.
Make your shots count.
It's R1 when not aiming. Oh, okay. That's how you reload, alright.
Alright, Texas. Boost me up.
Dun, 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 dun.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
The FSR definitely adds some nice little sharpness, but I think I prefer the more, a little bit more the natural but not as super sharp image overall.
Go on. Be careful.
When am I not?
That a trick question?
So far here it's very playable, mostly FPS here. We're gonna see what happens when you go outside. Gonna be crazy. It seems very stable so far. It's I'm not gonna touch any more settings. Yeah, very good artwork.
Ain't been out here in a while.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am the romantic type.
You got your ways.
Okay, so the open areas are definitely going to be interesting.
Where's the ladder?
It's got to be around here somewhere.
Definitely I can see my CPU is really up there, so most likely it is my CPU limiting the performance here.
Got it.
Great, bring it over.
That is so heavy, 20 frames.
Ladies first.
Lady, you must be thinking of someone else.
That's all relative.
This way.
The indoor seems pretty, you know, decently smooth. When you hit 30 frames or, you know, higher, it becomes, you know, nicely playable. Nothing. So yeah, no crashing here. That's really, really nice. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, this is the patch where I have infinite flashlight, right? That's nice to have. It would just be... That's a patch that I would have liked, you know, no matter what, even on like the original one. Oof. But I think this is a good end.
He better.
To end this, you know, let's try. It's been a very positive.
When's that next shipment?
Overall, very impressive.
More pills, lots of ammo.
I definitely
Emily always shows up with something. Should keep
think
us
that I
busy
wanna
for a while.
do. I wanna start a let's play to see how it is. Interesting. It is on easy because I just want like the atmosphere and the story. Don't feel that this is the game I play for the challenge. So yeah, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna show my settings one more. And I'm gonna come back to this game. It's, you know, it has something there, some nice with the story, atmosphere that I want to explore. And in the next, you know, video, I'm not going to go about the technical stuff. I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't crash and that I can just focus 100% on the game. This is obviously on the Let's Try. There is a lot of technical focus because I've spent 2 hours getting to this point, so emulators aren't plug and play, unfortunately. And well, older emulators are, you know, not older emulators, but emulators of older system. This is a more modern, much complicated. So yeah, but let's quit out. Oops, quit here, and then I'm gonna show my settings here for you one more time. And obviously, when I play this, the next time, the next video, I will not have my MSI open. I don't feel. I might at most have the built-in, built-in FPS meter. I can have that one open. I probably can show you that right now. Let me close down MSI Afterburner and let me go. There we go. This one I can have, so I just see a little bit of performance measurement. Shouldn't be in the way there on the top left, so yeah, I can keep that one up for fun for this game to see how the performance is going to be continuing on. So let me, oops, there we go. And let me do that. There we go. So one more time, let me show. Oop, it needs some reloading. Come on. No, okay, it's. Sorry for this. It's a little bit weird things sometimes happening here. So, and it's rebuilding. The catch is, I'm guessing, maybe because I've changed something settings. I don't know. SPU catch, is that? I don't know. That doesn't matter. It doesn't take that long, and if the game runs smoother, that's better. So let me do that. And let me wait for the emulator to stabilize. There we go. So here you see the patches that I have enabled. Or, you know, this should just be personal preference. This one, and this one. And this one. You know, they shouldn't affect the stability, but I disable them because I just don't really enjoy it. Yeah, I don't need a glowing, do I? I don't want to mess with settings. Running, keep bloom on. I generally disable that. So this one is if you're gonna use upscaling. If you don't gonna play this game in 720p, you know, this should, you should have this patch also. It's kind of personal preference, but I think you should at least go for 1080p, and most GPUs can handle that. The rest, I don't know what it does, so I can't really say. It just I've enabled it and it seems to be stable. So this is for performance. This might be a good thing to disable if you have a 1200K CPU or something like that, you know. This is personal preference, and depending on what kind of controller you're gonna use, I would have used this no matter what. I love infinite flashlight. I don't like this suspense that the flashlights, you know, that you need to change batteries, or you have just a limited. So yeah, try this on off. Might, you know, give you more performance, but can cause some, you know, glitches or crashes. So seems to be so far nice for me. Probably disable this and you might probably just get 30 frames, but you know, it might add stability. Seems pretty okay, and it is so nice when you get that smoothness over 30 frames. So I'm gonna keep this enabled for now. And then you have this one. So again, this should be enabled according to the V key. This one should be enabled unless you can enable it here. And this one you should play around with 200 or 400 microseconds. Recommended VSync and frame limit 60. Seems to be enabled stability. Personal preference makes the image a bit sharper further away. Again, this is personal preference. If you don't have like a higher GPU, or you know, if you have like a 2060 or something, probably this is gonna work, but 1080p and some FSR might be better for you. Turn this one to 1 if you enable the patch for, you know, the disable MLAA patch, so you can use the upscaling. This one to 1, otherwise you can leave it at default. This should be personal preference, but with 1080p this could give you maybe a boost if you have a lower end GPU. This could be personal preference depending on your hardware. My 5600X 6-core 12 thread handles these options fine, I believe. But it can cause problems or slowdowns, as it said, if you have, you know, 2 dual core or, you know, quad core CPU. This, if you have like a 2060, 70, 80 plus or something like that, probably could be good to try. And yeah, that's the options. I hope this was fun. I'm gonna try to play more and to see how the game feels and when you get in battle and the performance and everything like that. But really impressed by the RPCS3 emulator, and so impressed by The Last of Us. You know, it just has this feel to it that is really, really impressive. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna start a let's play and see how it continues progressing. You know, it might be glitches in the emulator, so I can't play. Might be that the performance drops in areas where I just can't play it. Or maybe I just don't feel that I get engaged, you know, further on within the game. But right now I'm really intrigued to try to play more of The Last of Us. And that's it for this video. Stay tuned for, you know, for more of that.